So on today's list, we're going to be talking about the best games that are meant to crack you up. Now, humor is subjective and works in different ways for each and every person, so we'll include titles with various forms of humor, but the main intent is to show you the games that have the best lines of original comedy or that feature the funniest gameplay. The jokes featured might seem offensive for some or even cheesy, but as we said, humor is a matter of personal taste. A 2D beat-em-up game that can be played cooperatively with up to 4 players, Castle Crashers tells the story of a knight who has to save the princess and retrieve the stolen gem from the evil wizard. The game is fun and addictive throughout. Its cartoony design and the simple gameplay let you smash and destroy everything in your way. When played with friends, it's a good source of amusement due to its competitive side and hilariously drawn characters. Castle Crashers may not have the funniest lines or a story that's worthy of an Oscar, but it sure gets you there with its overall looks and gameplay. Voiced by the legendary Jack Black and created by Double Fine Productions, Brutal Legend is an action-adventure game with elements of real-time strategy. It tells the story of Eddie Riggs, a roadie who gets transported to an imaginary world after the stage crashes on top of him at a concert. The universe the game takes place in is inspired by artwork from heavy metal albums, and some of the characters are even voiced by Ozzy Osbourne, Lemmy Kilmister, and Tim Curry. The funny side of this game comes, as you might expect, from Jack Black's performance and well-known humorous personality. The macabre humor of Grim Fandango comes from the theme itself. Manny Calavera is a travel agent that helps dead people get to the afterlife, but the problem is that if he doesn't bring more high-class clients, he'll lose his job. There's plenty of dark humor involved, but there are also funny lines the characters exchange, as well as funny situations they're faced with. The film-like look of Grim Fandango transformed it into a critically acclaimed title, and its laughing at death type of humor is what put it on our top 10 list. Octodad, Dadliest Catch is an independent title that tells the story of a suburban father that for some reason is actually an octopus in human clothing. The player has to control the cephalopod that has to keep his identity concealed from the people he interacts with. A task that's not as simple as it might seem. Imagine trying to grab doorknobs, handle mugs, or buy groceries with tentacles instead of hands. But this game reaches its peak when played with 3 other friends, each of you controlling one limb and trying to coordinate your moves. Octodad, Dadliest Catch offers an amazingly fun gameplay that keeps you entertained every second of the game. Bernard Bernoulli and his friends Hoagie and Laverne have to save the world from the Purple Tentacle, an evil, sentient, and disembodied tentacle. The player will use all 3 characters to solve puzzles and time travel to explore different historical time periods. Upon release in 1993, The Day of the Tentacle received a lot of critical acclaim, being praised for its humor, its crazy design, and Looney Tunes-inspired atmosphere. The gameplay is lighthearted, and the game oozes with colorful imagery, droll lines, and a lunatic sense of humor. This game is a comedy role-playing action game that follows the story of DeathSpank in his quest to find an item known as the Artifact. The combat is in the style of a basic action RPG, like Diablo, and the dialogue, which represents an extensive part of the gameplay, is inspired by the humor found in Monkey Island. Upon release, DeathSpank was dubbed genuinely funny, and its natural comedy was appreciated unanimously. Not only is this game amusing, but it also keeps you engaged with side quests, combat scenes, and original characters. Since we just previously mentioned its name, we couldn't go on with this list and not include Monkey Island. The second installment of this game is witty, funny, and has a great story to tell. The wannabe pirate Guybrush Threepwood tries to find the enigmatic treasure of Big Whoop. In his quest to do so, he encounters all kinds of characters, including Guybrush's nemesis LeChuck. Considered the greatest point-and-click title, Monkey Island 2 treats its players with intriguing puzzles, beautifully drawn animation, and some amazing and funny dialogue. Known for a terrific storyline, iconic characters, and witty humor, Portal 2 offers a complex gameplay, an original music score, and hours of entertainment. The dark and sarcastic jokes have become even more tasteful and complex in comparison with Portal 1, and this can only bring more smiles to the player. Along with the mind-twisting puzzles the player must decipher, the game offers a good dose of intelligently written dialogue, strong characters, and qualitative graphics. Wheatley is the ultimate attraction of Portal 2, keeping us in a permanent delight with his quirky remarks. South Park is well known for its funny and controversial cartoon series, and when they decided to make a game inspired by the show, they didn't shy out of what makes South Park truly funny. In this role-playing game, you'll fight against vampires, orcs, aliens, and even Nazi zombies to get your hands on the almighty stick of truth. With an effervescent dialogue, perfectly emulated cartoon design, universe that's so similar to the original one from the animated series, South Park: The Stick of Truth proves to be an epic journey in the land of inside jokes and sometimes offensive humor. It's clearly a title that's meant for all people who enjoy comedy, but especially for the fans of the South Park show. If you had yourself a basket of chuckles when you saw the Deadpool movie, you'll also laugh when playing this game. Released way before the movie, this anti-hero beat-em-up action title has a lot to offer. The fact that Deadpool often breaks the fourth wall and addresses the player directly only enhances the originality of the gameplay and gives the player that Deadpool they know about. If you're a fan of the comic books, you'll find the humor used within this game truly hilarious. If not, then there's a chance you'll get offended by it. Either way, we consider Deadpool an infinite source of sarcastic jokes, dark humor, and outstandingly witty replies. It's definitely worth experiencing, even if you haven't read the comics or seen the movie.
Because the whole setup just added 5 minutes of bonus play to the most awesome game ever devised by mutant or man.
So that was our list of the top 10 funny video games that we think will give you guys a laugh. If you think we did a good job with our selections, you thought they were pretty funny, please hit that like button because we do appreciate it and it does help us immensely. Now would also be a good time to encourage you to subscribe to our channel because we upload new videos all the time. So subscribing will keep you up to date with all of our latest stuff. You can check out fraghero.com for more gaming related articles. Until next time, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.
Hey Cletus, you know why redneck murders are so hard to solve? Because there's no dental records in all the DNA matches.